Welcome to Smart Investing Market Insights on today's financialnews.com. I'm Krista Das. It seems these days that the stock market bears nothing but frustrated sellers. Keep in mind, however, that there is always a buyer for every seller. That's why today we're going to do a little bargain hunting in a surprising sector. Karim Rahimtullah is one of the country's foremost specialists in options trading and serves as the investment director of Mount Vernon Research. Karim, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Krista. It's good to be here.
Okay, I can't wait any longer. What crush sector are you claiming is bursting with bargains?
Well, the financial sector is really the focus of where we're looking at right now because it's been beaten down so badly, but there's a lot more to it than just looking for beaten down stocks.
Really, the financial sector, that's interesting. What about the wholesale credit contraction, the housing crisis, and soaring oil and gold prices? I would think all of these factors would make this sector dangerous to go near.
It's extremely dangerous to go near, and that's what makes it more exciting than any other sector out there because you have to take a step back and ask yourself, when you have a crisis of this magnitude, is it a real crisis or is it a crisis of confidence? And if you ask yourself questions like, is Citigroup, Bank of America, Wachovia, are these financial institutions going to be allowed to fail? Are the top U.S. banks going out of business? And the answer is no. And so you start looking further into the sector, and then there are other factors which allow you to be more confident about stepping in at this point.
Now, where exactly in the financial sector do good buying opportunities exist?
Well, the part of the sector that I'm looking at are some of the top U.S. banks. These are banks that may have exposure to subprime, even though subprime is a very small part of their business. But these are banks that are paying you very, very strong dividends. And it's not just my word that these things are going to do well in the future. I'm following some special indicators that allow me to believe that this is the time to be buying into these sectors or into these companies too.
Okay. Now, is there any evidence that the top executives of these financial companies are snapping up shares? I'm only asking because it seems like a good indicator that a stock is undervalued.
Well, it is, and one of the things that we look at, and one of the things that I look at, is insider buying, especially in times of turmoil, because you can be fooled. I've seen companies before where you have a lot of insider buying going on and the stock goes even lower. But in a certain case, like right now, one of the companies that I'm following that we're recommending is Wachovia Bank. And Wachovia is a very interesting bank. It's a very large bank. It's paying a high dividend. In fact, they hiked their dividend during this crisis, and they're upwards of 6% right now. But what's more interesting is if you look into the insider buying trend at Wachovia, and this is something that hasn't happened for years at that bank, over the last 4 weeks, we've had 6 directors buying over 50,000 shares each on the open market. You've had the CEO buying 100,000 shares, and then you had another director buying 500,000 shares, and this is a $40 stock. So this is not a cheap transaction. You're talking about $30 million plus in total buying.
Wow. Well, Karim, thanks for the recommendations. It's always nice to hear about opportunity in such an unpredictable market.
Great. Anytime, Krista.
That's all for today's show. If you would like to learn more about specific plays from Karim, please check out his investment research service, Accelerated Profits Report, by clicking on the link provided on the screen or go directly to todaysfinancialnews.com. Until next time, here's to great profits from smart investing.